The wait is finally over. We have the details for the EZA for Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, as well as the Super Saiyan God Goku and Vegeta, the headlining units for the 7th anniversary. They never really screw up these EZAs for these specific units, so let's find out what they do. And hopefully they are as broken as they were when they first released. Before we jump into it, we have to look at what they previously done, because I have not used these guys in so long. Power Beyond Super Saiyan Leader, as well as Movie Heroes for 3 key 170% and 30% to Kamehameha. Raise attack and defense on both the SAs as an infinite stack. Entrance animation guarding all attacks for 1 turn, with an extra key per type key sphere obtained, as well as an attack and defense boost of 77% for 7 turns. Basic effect is attack and defense 120%, with an additional key plus 1 per type key sphere obtained. For every rainbow orb, you get critical plus 7%. And when attacking with 20 or more key, launches additional super attack guaranteed. 24, you get effective against all types. And then you have the transformation condition, which is the 4th turn. And then when they get into their blue form, it's a greatly raised attack and defense for 1 turn on the 12th key, and a massive raise on the 18th key with a disable enemies action as well. Forgot about this effect. Very, very good. Attack and defense 177% on the passive. 2 key per type key sphere obtained. Medium chance of critical hitting, medium chance of dodging. For every rainbow key sphere obtained, critical hit plus 7%, and a chance of dodging plus 7% as well. 16 or more key, effective against all types. 20 or more key, and additional super attack guaranteed. And then you have the active skill. Fusion, ultimate damage to the enemy, and within the turn activated, all attacks become critical hits. Can be activated when HP is 50% or less, or when facing only one enemy whose HP is 50% or less. Then we have the Super Saiyan 4s, which is Fuse Fighter and GT Heroes for the 170% leader, and then 30% for the Kamehameha. Raises attack and defense infinitely, as well as the 18 key. Essentially the same start with the entrance animation. Attack and defense 120%. With the 1 key extra per type key sphere obtained. For every rainbow orb, 7% critical hit, as well as an additional super attack, 20 or more key, and effective against all types when key is 24. And then you have the fusion at the 4th turn. So Gogeta here has a standalone fusion where you can actually play as him, while the blue boys were just an active skill damage. So it's a greatly raised attack and defense for 1 turn, colossal damage, massively raises attack and defense with its disable enemies action once. Attack and defense 177% with 2 key per type key sphere obtained. Effective against all types. Medium chance of critical hitting. High chance of launching an additional super attack. When receiving a super attack, high chance of nullifying it and countering it with tremendous power. For every rainbow orb, damage reduction rate of 70% and critical hit rate of 7%. Then you got the Ultra Big Bang Kamehameha active, which does ultimate damage to the enemy. And within the turn activated, all attacks become critical hits. And it's got the same activation condition, which is HP 50% or less, or when facing one enemy whose HP is 50% or less. So let's get into the Extreme Z Awakened stuff now. So the leader is still the exact same. However, Kamehameha category units will get an extra key. That's pretty much it. Greatly raising attack infinitely and defense infinitely on both SAs. You got entrance animation, which is damage reduction rate of 77%. And launch an additional super attack for 1 turn. That's huge. Pretty much invincible, as he also has 2 key and attack defense 100% and guards all attacks for 7 turns. Basic effect is attack defense 200% with 2 key per type key sphere obtained. For every key sphere obtained, attack defense 10% up to 77%. With every rainbow orb obtained, critical hit plus 10%. When key is 17 or more, an additional super attack guaranteed. 20 or more, he gets another super attack and effective against all types. Yeah, there's a lot of stacking, especially in that first turn if you get 20 key. That is insane. 5 super attack potential. That is stacking as well. Huge. And then from the 4th turn, you got the transformation. So now he massively raises attack and greatly raises defense for 1 turn. And then the 18 key massively raises attack defense for 4 turns as well. Effect is passive skill, damage reduction rate of 77% for 1 turn, attack defense 300%, and 2 key per key sphere obtained. Effective against all types, guards all attacks, high chance of forming a critical hit, launches additional super attack, and foreseeing enemies' super attacks. Huge. That's crazy, because remember, he has the counter as well. For 4 turns for the character's entry turn, changes orbs to rainbow key spheres, attack defense 10% up to 100%, and chance of performing critical hit and damage reduction rate of 10% for every rainbow orb obtained. And when activating the active skill or 24 key, you get attack plus 50%, and receiving attack damage reduction rate of 50% within the turn when HP is 50% or less. Okay, not bad, not bad. When receiving a super attack, you got the great chance of nullifying and counter with tremendous power. And then for one time only, you also get nullifying it guaranteed with tremendous power when facing only one enemy that has 50% HP or less. The Ultra Big Bang Kamehameha is still the same, it looks like, and the conditions are still the same. Now, for the gods here, they have the exact same upgrade to the leader skill, which is 1 extra key for the Kamehameha category. Passive skill is damage reduction 77% and launches an additional super attack guaranteed, and 2 key, attack defense 100% and guards all attacks for 7 turns. Attack defense 200% with 2 key per type key sphere obtained. Attack defense 10% up to 77%. Chance of performing critical hit plus 10% with every rainbow key sphere. Launches additional super attack with 17 or more key. And when attacking with 20 or more key, effective against all types, and launch additional super attack. Very much the same thing. And then they also greatly raise attack and defense infinitely on the 12 and 18 key. Then once we are transformed, of course, this is where things get a little bit different for them. Damage reduction rate of 77% for 1 turn. Attack defense 300%. You get the extra key per key sphere obtained. Effective against all types and guards all attacks. High chance of performing critical hit. Medium chance of dodging. Changes key spheres into rainbow, randomly changes key spheres into rainbow for 4 turns from the character's entry turn, and for every key sphere obtained, attack defense 10% up to 100%, chance of performing critical hit and chance of dodging up by 10% for every rainbow key sphere obtained. 7 or more key spheres obtained, launch additional super attack. 20 or more, launches another additional super attack when activating the active skill, or when key is 24. You get attack plus 50% up. And then the final parts is when attacking 1 time, perform a critical hit and launches additional super attack when the enemy's HP is 50% or more. And when receiving an attack 1 time, evades enemy's attack when HP is 50% or less. Just from the passive, I think Gogeta's a lot better. I just like the countering. The foreseeing as well is so strong. They got the dodges, but if you get nullified on dodges, like half their passive, you might as well just run Gogeta at that point. But they're still all very, very good. I'm just comparing the two. Then we got the same buffs, massively raise attack and greatly raise defense. And then the 18 keys massively raises attack and defense for 4 turns. And they still nullify enemies' actions 1 time. That's pretty much it for the news, other than the new stages coming for Supreme Magnificent Battles. Got the stages 14 to 17 of the 10th Anniversaries Battle. And then burst mode for Ultimate Red Zone GT Edition. So that will be very interesting to do. So let me know what your guys' thoughts about the EZAs for the 7th year LRs. But I'm going to wrap up today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay busy. Peace.